Are you ready for another 10-minute fitness workout? We are here at Jacksonville University. Thank you so much to them for letting us use this beautiful facility for our 10 minutes. We're going to get that in today, and we're going to work a lot on the floor today. So if you have a mat or a carpeted surface that will help your knees, that would be great. So let's get to work. We're going to start with roll-ups to begin with. If you follow me on social media, you know that this is one of my all-time favorites. Something I did every day training for gymnastics. You want to work on kind of rolling up and down one vertebrae at a time. Squeezing those quads so that you keep your knees nice and straight. And we want to go nice and slow so that we're not using momentum. We're really using our core strength. And this is a great way to just start your body moving. Do these for about 30 seconds. Last one. Now we're going to move right into some crunches. So we're just going to do kind of the good old favorite today. Crush your ankles, or you can keep them straight, whichever you prefer. And we're just going to do those crunches. Now you're not sitting all the way up. You're really just squeezing your core, engaging those abs, pulling your belly button to your spine, as we always talk about. We're just going straight to begin with. And then you can do a little bit of a twist, bringing one elbow to your opposite knee. Keeping that lower back to the floor so that you're not arching. All right, come on up. All right, we're gonna get to lower body. So I'm gonna move my legs around. We're gonna get elbows and knees. And we're just gonna go ahead and start with our leg kicks. I'm sure you've done this a zillion times, but it's nice to work our glutes in a little bit of a different way. So we're gonna go ahead and start elbows and knees, and we're going to do leg, heel press all the way up to the ceiling, and we're going to do that full range of motion. So your knee just gently taps the floor and kicks all the way up to the ceiling in a slow and controlled motion. And as you're doing this, you want to focus on keeping your hips nice and level. So basically parallel with the floor. You don't want to get kind of out of whack. Part of getting a great workout and really making the seconds count is making sure that you have great form. All right, now we're just going to pulse at the top. Hopefully you're starting to feel the burn, but we're only getting started. All right, switch legs, same thing. Full range of motion. Pulling that heel straight up to the ceiling. Make sure it's not going out. We're not doing that one right now. Trying to stay relaxed in your shoulders. I know sometimes when we start to feel the burn, we get all tensed up. So trying to stay a little bit relaxed in your neck and shoulders. Let's get a couple more. All right, now pulse on this side. Making sure that heel's pulling up to the ceiling. All right, I'm going to keep a watch on the time. All right, next one. Go ahead and move up to your hands. We're gonna dip our knee. So your heel's gonna be about at a 45-degree angle. So dipping your knee and then pushing out again at that 45-degree angle, that diagonal. And really stretching through your foot. And again, this is where you can really work your core as well. Let's do 2 more. Great job. All right, next leg. Again, 45-degree angle, just barely tapping your knee on the floor. Don't want to come over and put a lot of weight on that knee. Nice long stretch through your leg at the top. We're not kicking up, we're kicking out to the wall. Let's do 2 more. Okay, sit on back, child's pose. Stretch it out just a little bit. All right, now this time we're gonna kick our leg back straight, and we're just gonna do circles. So whichever way you wanna start, that's fine. We're gonna circle one way, and then we're gonna circle the other. And this is one of those areas where it might be tempting to kind of relax your back and get that sag going, that arch going, and to make sure you keep your tummy nice and pulled up. If it's easier for you to think about that, go ahead and go down to your elbows. Let's go ahead and switch legs. And again, this is an area where you can work the number. So you might be starting out just fine doing 30 seconds on each leg, but you might work that up to 1 minute each leg, maybe even 2 minutes. We're moving right on through. All right, switch circles. Go the other way. Okay, back for a second. Now we're gonna do a rainbow or an arch. So we're gonna just tap from one side of the floor, take it through that rainbow, and tap the other side. Again, we're not putting a lot of weight on our toe. We're just tapping the floor. And you're gonna feel this through your top leg, but you're also gonna feel it a lot more through your base leg. This is a great 10-minute workout, but if you have some extra time, it's really good to get some cardio in as well as some upper body work. All right, last one. And switch legs. Again, creating that nice smooth rainbow. Sometimes I have to remind myself to slow it down. I get going too fast. It's not quite as effective when you go fast. You're using your momentum and the swing instead of using your muscles. All right, I hope your legs are starting to feel a little bit like Jell-O. It's a good sign. All right, stretch your back one last time. Okay, last move, and then we're gonna stretch it out. This one is just gonna be a straight up and down motion, just a nice kick. And this is good because you can eventually get to where you're working active flexibility as well as that leg lift. And this is a really tough one for that arch in your back. So really focus on making sure that you're keeping that stomach nice and tight. And I try to think about pulling up from my hamstring instead of my heel. That way I don't get that knee bend. Three more, and then we're gonna stretch it out. All right. Great job. If you have some time, really stretch out those IT bands, and you can do that with this position where you're grabbing your bottom leg and pulling your upper leg towards you, kind of toward your chest. So that's gonna help you kind of stretch out those legs. I hope they feel like jello, I hope they burned, and I will see you at the next workout.
Thanks so much for tuning in today, and for even more gymnastics how-to videos, make sure that you hit subscribe. And if you want to keep up with everything Shannon Miller, make sure to follow me on all my social media channels.